So hey guys, welcome back to our channel at Own It First. Today we have an exciting opportunity for everybody to invest in Doddaballapur. There's a great new age concept called Montebello. We have Mr. Zed who heads the sales at Montebello. How are you, Ran?
I'm doing great.
So he will talk to us more about what the brand is, what the idea is, the concept is. There's a very great proposition. It's value added. It is the right thing for everybody to buy today. And Mr. Zaid will tell us more about why it is, what it is. Can you tell us more about Montebello, Zaid?
Yeah, Mr. Farhan, thank you. So let me, I'll start from the scratch. How we got into Montebello, where was the idea from, and. So before this, we were into a plotted development, developing land parcels, creating roads, parks, and just delivering. There we saw, hardly utilizations happens, just 30-40% is getting constructed, goes to societies. There's no much of community which is being formed, right? So we thought, why don't we come up with a, development where community thrives, right? Where an idea of uniform community, like-minded people utilizing for the same cause, basically, right? So then we got an idea, we, scout for the land parcels. Then we found a beautiful land parcel here in Doddaballapur, covered by hills and mountains, valleys, streams running down in the project. So it's amazing nature located location, right? So then came an idea, right, where we design a farmhouse community where every square feet is being thoughtfully designed, Every square feet, it has a intention behind it, a lot of thoughts behind it. We have got into a place where we have designed a project. It's a whole of 27 acres of area in which we have crafted 82 farmhouses altogether, right? When I say farmhouses, it's a whole package of land, villa, and the landscape and the culture behind it, right? We are beautifying this with adding a 2-acre resort in the project, which serves you with all the amenities. The key points for this project is we are trying to provide lifestyle, investment, of course, as well as add of wellness to it, right? So it becomes a whole even ecosystem where it's a one stop for your clearing your minds, getting back to your retreats, back to the nature. So this is what we are trying to provide into the market, where everything is being polished, designed. A great team has been involved in every part of the decisions and things what we are executing out here.
That is great. That is great to hear. I can see a lot of it shaping up here as well.
True.
The kind of work that is going on. The road network is almost done today, as we see. Plots have got their boundaries and all of that.
Right.
Could you tell me more about, your expertise in this domain and the need to create a property like this today in a place like Doddaballapur, where we hear there is so much of influx of people. There are so many other opportunities where people can invest. There are so many, commercial infrastructure that is being promised. There is so much government infrastructure that is promised. In this, how do you see this whole Montebello thing shaping up, and where do you see this community in the next 5 years?
See, Saran, let me narrow it down. See, we are into the most developing part of Bangalore, right? North part of Bangalore has tremendous growth showing, the developers involving, government subsidies, the MNCs joining in, all the ultra because of couple of reasons. We have better infrastructure here, better air quality. You have your international airport nearby. Fact of the matter, any city, the most developed part of the city is closer to the airport, right? And this is planned and designed part of Bangalore, where other parts of Bangalore are designed and closer to the saturations. Here, the graph has a way higher appreciation to see on, right? We are into the initials of the starting of the things, So this is the rightest space, what we believe, and we want to be here for good 20-25 years, because we see the scope of development around, scope of opportunities coming in, the people joining us here, the organizations coming us here. There's a huge recent announced development named Concierge. It's a big 3,000 acres of development where the government is designing. We're seeing 80,000 employment opportunities coming down in 5 years there, right? So all these reasons made us select this location, focus on this location, and do better for it, right?
So, Seth, could you tell us more about the area? Because it's a beautiful location. You've got mountains all around. You have a lake very close by. It's just a stone's throw away from you. And it's a very serene, secluded place that you have picked to build this great community of yours. Can you tell us more about how you're making this possible?
Right. See, Farhan, anyone looking for a farmhouse has a couple of things in their head, right? First, how is the positioning of land parcel is what they think before, right? Well, now, what are the views around? How is the travel to the reaching the property, the beautiful serene roads, as well as, commutable from their locations. So, before launching this project, before acquiring this land parcel, we had a plan what is going to come out here, right? We had a plan of farmhouses and this development in our back brain, and then we scouted for land parcel which fits into that particular idea, right? So, and I wanted very three things to be into a perfect manner.
It is right to tell that it is reverse engineered.
Yep. Probably, yeah. That was the whole idea behind it, and it went through, right? And then, first thing anybody and everybody looks is, how is the land positioning? So we are into a basin of mountain, right? We have crafted the plot in the basin of mountain. We get 360 views of hills around you, right? All those lush green hills around you, the wind snoring. I've got more than 100 neem plantations on the road which you come down to Montebello. The air you breathe here, everything has sense behind it. Everything is being crafted for us, right? That's how we are blessed with Montebello for this land.
You use science into development of it. It's a lot of scientific thing that has gone in it.
Correct.
I see a lot of plantation that has grown. So
Right. Okay. See, nature is always wild. Nature is always here and there, upright, center, right? We are wanting to frame nature in a righter manner where human utilization, our convenience is being taken care through not, to beautifying it, the whole place around, right? And we come here in an intention to, change the locality. We are developing the roads around us. Our neighborhood plots are way happy for their appreciations because of, the reason, I value what we are creating out in this particular location, right? So it's all, we're blessed with this land parcel. We're blessed with this idea. We have got amazing, good reviews from the clients coming on because we are on dot where the farmhouse wanna be, right? That's why we selected this land parcel and the product was launched according to it. That is great. So if I give you a little hints about the location of the project, we are quick 1.5 hours from the center of Bangalore, 1 hour from your Yelahanka junction. It's a beautiful drive all through. You are seeing a lot of hills and mountains on the way to the project here, as if you are going to those hilly vacations, right? That's what you feel once you're traveling to Montebello out here. And we sit on Yelahanka Doddaballapur road, just after your Ghati Arch, which is a beautiful, religious place here, Makali Durga Hill, Ghati Subramanya, right? That's our backyard. That's the mountain what we face from the project altogether. And, we are at the right time, right positioning with the right product is what I believe. And people who meet are, focusing on that. So that's how it is. Yep.
So it's a great location. It's a great community that you have here. Can you give us a little more understanding about what kind of dimensions, what kind of, design philosophy and more on those fronts so we understand the community better?
True. Right. So it's a total of 27 acres of land area in which we've designed 84 farmhouses. So it's a pretty less dense property in all together, right? If you see on the open spaces, I've got around 19 acres green area, 22 acres open area, including the roads, right? And the whole of this particular parcel here. And as I said, it's a slope piece of land parcel. My highest point and lowest point has almost 20 meters of difference.
Wow.
Right? Meeting to the foothill of the mountain, right? So that's the terrain of the whole land area here. And we have designed it into a three-dimensional way, right? I always once my client entered to the property, they should see a beautiful grand entrance, elevating them, just a mountain view all around, and then they see the canopies of villas coming through, right? That's a whole of experience what we have created into that. Hence I say it's a three-dimensional development altogether, right? And this I have designed plots starting from 8,000 square feet going till 17,000 square feet here. So all these plots come with ground plus 1, 2 or 3 BHK villas with their private pools, their gazebo, their
We have one layout on the screen for our viewers to see. Can you walk us through how a single plot will look? What are the key features of it? And
correct. So every plot has a dedicated car park entrance area in the initial stage, where you will have a dedicated car park with a shed, your entrance arch. We have options of entrance arches here. I have given a cycling stand, and we'll have a lily pond in front of every home, all with these granite ledges, cobblestone done, right? So once you enter your home, on the right you'll have a water body. We have options of water feature or a koi pond. We'll have stepping stones circling throughout the property. We've got a gazebo, a good 6 to 8 seater gazebo, a fruit plantation area. I'm providing good, 7 varieties of fruit plantation in every plot. And when I say fruit plants, it's always, 5+ years of trees, right? We don't go for saplings here, right? All fruit plantation areas. We've got bio-compoundings done to the whole plot, right? We will not went to the traditional compoundings there. It'll, delete the beautification.
I understand that you have biofencing at each plot.
Right.
The speed of wire going all across, securing each plot in its own identity.
Right. We have maintained the security that no one could pass through, and we are also maintained by, beautifying with tall flowering trees all together.
Can you talk more about the convenience that you offer to people here? Like when the villas are built, when the people come in here, how have you thought about the property to thrive then?
Right. As I said, Farhan, I want to serve people with a lifestyle as well as a wellness, right? Lifestyle, convenience. Previously, people buying a farmland, there's no convenience there. Building a farmhouse, keeping a labor team, then there, the friends are enjoying it. There's no, one pipe goes, they don't know who is the electrician, whom to call, what to do, and there's no convenience what is being provided. So Montebello serves you with end-to-end convenience, like be it your F&Bs, your housekeeping, your laundries, your property management team taking care of your rental and lease things.
So it's right to say you're a one-stop shop for people.
Very much. We are here, it's zero hustle product, right? Your laundries has been taken care, your lawn trimmings, your housekeeping, everything is being taken care by, right? You like say, Farhan, you have a visitor coming to your home, you have guests coming to your home. You just have to dial the club, tell them I have 20 people visiting, I want this Italian food be prepared, and then everything would be taken care. You need not to hustle in any part of it.
That's nice to know that you've got concierge services, you've got estate services for you. And how much are you going to charge people for that? Because
you would be amazed with this. Lifestyle is always pulling money out of from your pocket, right? We have kept it very minimal. I'm seeing around 1 rupee per square feet for your maintenance charges here, right?
Per month?
Yeah, per month per square feet, 1 rupees. According to the plot sizes, it multiplies. And that's the best offer anyone could get us. And in the initial space, I don't want to make business in that background. I want to keep the community thriving and happy all around to the project. See, one thing we are adding on to clients' pockets is the rental parts. The Bangalore is seeing a lot of short-term rentals today, like cultures like Airbnb, short-term rentals, and all of it. We will have a full functional property management team taking care of your rentals and leasings, your post-rental housekeeping, pre-rental housekeepings, validating how is your guest fitting to the society. All of this has been taken care of, So there's no kiosk which will be cost to the project. Hence, this lifestyle is getting money to the property.
It's hands-free income generation for you while you're in an amazing weekend home.
Right.
So while we talk more about Montebello here, one question pops in my mind. The design philosophy of the property is the same? The community is going to look similar?
Right. So we call it an Italian themed property for a couple of reasons, right? I've took majorly 3 things from Italy. One is I'll have stone-cladded roads in the property, which look elegant, beautiful, lost for long, right? I'll have all these cobblestone roads in the project. That's one Italian theme.
How wide are your roads?
We've got a 60 feet road, 30 feet road, 40 feet road, 80 feet road. We have batches of all, it starts from 80, comes till 30. We've got boulevards in center of the road. All my roads have the cycling track, jogging track. Normally, Farhan, any and every farmland project here in Bangalore or wherever it is, they sell roads, right? They sell roads, we don't want to do it. Let the road be road and let you buy the actual thing what you utilize.
So whatever you're going to buy, that's not accounting the road like.
Not at all. Let's see. If you're seeing a 17,000 square feet, 17,000 is demarcated and registered on your name and beautified thorough.
That's a game changer, because usually you don't get that. You have that apartment thing here where you get a super built up area and then the carpet area. Here at Montebello, it's not the game. You get what you pay for.
Right.
And also, can you talk to me more about how the plantation in the property is? What is it like? Because you told me about giving fruit plantations and all of those things.
True.
So it's gonna be a vibrant property in terms of the flora.
On today, I have got more than 22 species of plantation here in the project. On count basis, we have got 520 trees in the property today. And all these are fruit-bearing trees. Name it, you have it. Lychees, your figs, your melons, your oranges, your coconuts. You name it, you have it today's date, right? And when we'll be delivering this project, I am making sure we'll have 3,500 trees in the whole property. It'll be a fruit forest all together.
That is great. That's a real big number that you have.
Sure.
What can you shed more light on the convenience provided in terms of the usability of a plot? What kind of sanitization precautions you have taken? What kind of water availability here?
Right.
Electricity, how is it? Can you tell us more about that?
True. Let me start with the water here, So we've got amazing groundwater standards here. As the area name is Doddaballapur. Kere is lake, right? I've got 2 lakes in a radius of 500 meters here in this particular. We've got amazing good water. My latest bore was, we found water in 350 foot, right? That's a big accomplishment, right? And we've got blessed with water. So water is free for all, Second, we are providing 6 kilowatt electricity for each home. 6 to 8 according to the usage. If they have their EVs coming in, charging points coming in, then it goes to 8 to 12 too, right? That's our electricity point. I'm doing 100% power backup for all individual villas here, right? I am also giving...
Inclusive in your maintenance.
It is, right? I am giving rainwater harvesting for each and every home here. We've given a sunken pit for every home. Everything is being taken care. Your security, your water, your electricity, your everything end to end. I don't want client to hustle on any point of their life once they are in Montebello here.
Well, that's convenience given to you.
Yep.
In all ways.
Yeah.
Oh, can you talk to us more about what kind of amenities we have, what the clubhouse looks like, and what one should expect in terms of recreation at Montebello?
All right. Just imagine seeing a 27 acres of land parcel with just 84 families residing there, filled with trees all around. 2 acres dedicated for a beautiful club. We're taking approximately around 16,000 square feet dimension clubhouse here, featuring every convenience like your business centers, your conference halls, the supermarket, your restaurants, medical assistants. We've got 30 plus wellness and state-of-the-art amenities here in the project. I've got good outdoor courts like basketball, tennis, cricket, your outdoor gyms. We're focused on a wellness also. We have a wellness center, your yoga pavilions, your reflexology parks. So it's covering all my 3 main factors what I said, right? I'm covering my lifestyle by providing, your restaurants, your F&Bs, everything there. Your wellness, taking care of your, wellness, your therapist involved, taking care on your mental and physical health 24/7, all these detoxing things, weight management things, all these cultures we're trying to create as much as reasons possible for people to utilize their secondary home. That's a big thing what we are going to accomplish. The secondary homes are hardly being utilized, right? Hardly. I've sat with around 100 farmhouse clientele base, right? Everyone wants to utilize their secondary home, but there are no reasons for them to utilize.
Purpose is something that is missing today, and I see that you have defined the purpose very well here with creating a community that will have similar homes, similar purpose. People can use this as their primary home. People can use this as their weekend home, something that they can monetize and, of course, use it to their liking.
Yep.
Yep. This is health, this is wealth, and this is legacy. Montebello summing it all up for you. This is a great opportunity. Anybody looking to invest in Doddaballapur should be reaching out to us right now. Sid, can you tell us more about how this property will work for an investor? Because there is a lot of people that today are looking at weekend homes, but they're not sure about how they want to use or are they prepared for it.
Right.
For a family like that, how will their investment play in, let's say, a 3-year window or 5-year window?
Right.
Taking into consideration what the area has to offer, what this landmark property will be like, and all the functionings coming in.
See, Farhan, here we are sitting in the rightest position, as in we're talking about investments. Real estate is always bought for generations. Real estate is always bought for, growing their legacy, growing their, filling their pockets. As you know, it is a big investment, right? You're leaving your stocks, you're leaving your goals, and you're coming to real estate to grow your money. That's the main factor, is what everyone sees, right? We are sitting into the developing part of Bangalore, where it's tremendous growth around, and I have seen this area. We've been in this particular locality from past 20 years. The things which didn't happen in last 20 years, that happened in last 5 years here, last 3 years here, right? It's because there are many factors behind it, all these big, so-called politicians, your companies, everyone has an opportunity to grow. A big land parcel, well spread across, connecting to Bangalore, nearby to your airport. Nelmangala is showing a new airport, probably. Airport Terminal 2 is your another 1 year or two. We are seeing Terminal 3 coming down, We've got immense movement of, Bangalore has 1,000 people onboarding every year, right? Where do they live? They are targeting not part of Bangalore. We have many reasons for that, and we are into the developing part of Bangalore in any aspects, right? And Montebello as the location, as this thing, as we are focusing on a niche market, right? You will not have over density of same looking projects all around, right? You will find a lot of farmland projects, you'll find a lot of plotted developments. We are different from that.
That is true. Montebello for sure will have a very unique appeal in itself because of the way it is being created, and also looking back at Doddaballapur, a place where any regular property has grown close to 20% year on year in the last 5 years. The place is changing the way we talk. Brent Sports City coming in, Foxconn being set up, KADB Industrial Park set up, all these new job opportunities, all these new business opportunities, all the social infrastructure, commercial infrastructure. Montebello bringing you all the first movers advantage. Come be a part of a curated, meticulously planned community where all of your needs are met, all of your questions are being answered, and it has been done all in the right way. This is your time to grab the best plot for you right now. This sounds like a great opportunity, Zed. Can you shed some more light on how the legal aspect of this property works, understanding that this is a farmland, and we are talking about utilizing this as a weekend home. We have beautiful curation of each plot. We are monetizing these plots. What are the legalities tying these in? No matter if I'm an investor, I'm an end user, or a monetizer, how has Montebello taken precautions and care of this for us?
Right. See, Farhan, legal is the biggest strength of us, right? We are doing this from past 20 years on this, good numbers of lands been acquired, sold, delivered. So, we are good at very few, points very strongly, right? I have developers visiting us to, get their legal recommended from us, because we have the whole legacy from behind. What were we behind? We were good land acquisition people, right? We used to acquire hundreds of acres all together.
That's your core strength.
That is us, yes, that is us. And we are title clear end to end. We had 50 years old people, coming from other towns just for signatures, because I want everything to be pinch clear here. I've got the best of best advocate giving us an opinion here from Sadashinagar, and we have got around more 32 opinions for the clients who have booked upon us, right? We are legal is to be the strongest part here in the book.
Everybody does their own legal due diligence before they were.
Of course.
How is the ownership of this land? This land is outright owned by the people that are producing Montebello.
True.
There is no joint.
There is no joint development. There is no agreement sales. Nothing like that. It's an outright purchase. Land belongs to the company, developed by the company, and delivered by the company.
And it meets all compliances, all structures that are need to be met.
Everything. We are point clear on that. We are doing this whole of this thing for a cause, and legal is the first plate of everything, right? And I want my first plate to be as shiny as possible, and we have made sure on that.
True. This is your flagship project. I'm sure there is no stone unturned, and you make sure everything is right to the T. So the understanding that this is a new age concept, there is a lot of things that you have done out of the box here. What are a few challenges that you endured when you developed this property, and how did Montebello achieve them or overcome them?
Right. To be very clear, Farhan, there was only one challenge what we had to come across, right? We have our approach road a little shabby, a little not done for last 3.5 kilometers from the left side, around 2.5 kilometers on the right side. Then we thought, why don't we develop it? When I don't like it, my clients don't like it, right? And we've got the sanction. We are developing road from end to end. You will have a beautiful drive from Yalanka Junction to my property. No, pebbles, nothing been interrupting out there. So we're beautifying the road. We're developing the road. You're putting 2 bus stops. It's a bus route. Basically, it's a KSRTC bus route spreading throughout my property. We're developing the bus stops. We're creating and these things, put it in the good books of the villages around, the people around, right?
So you're bringing in development.
Development is the problem.
And it's a 40 feet wide road.
It is a 40 feet wide road. Yes, it is a 40 feet road.
So the whole shape of the area is going to change because of the property. You're footing the bill to get this road done for the property. And that's 5 kilometers of road.
True. It's a huge commitment, and it's a huge thing where we are addressing on. And there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of interest went to this project. There should be no reason anywhere for me to, have someone unhappy in my doorstep here. So I've kept everything, addressed, taken every clear precautions for everything, and we're routing it from the government, so there should be no future problems also. Everything is being, there's no trial and tested here. Everything is being trusted, delivered, and been done all together.
So that is great to know again. So while we talk about Montebello side, can we talk more about who the promoters are, what the upper management of the brand looks like? Because the approach here is pretty amazing, and I'm sure people will be excited to know more about the people bringing this out in the market.
Right. So we've got amazing team behind Montebello, right? We have BH and Wildwood behind this. People hold good 25 plus years of real estate experience, have developed a lot more than 25 plotted developments, couple of apartment projects, couple of resorts. Talking about, high-end resorts. And we understand the subject in a right manner. We are grown from the scratch to this level on today's date, taking everything into consideration. All of this is being, presented this as Montebello, as better as possible. So it's all, good, rich experience, background, people involved in it, everyone working for a same point. So, it has that positiveness within the team, and that's our main pride point to be talking about.
No, it definitely shows in the way of development. How or what can one person experience visiting Montebello today?
Right. So we started the civil work since last year November, right? So we've got around good 8 months work done in the whole property here. The whole compounding has been done for the whole 27 acres. My road foundations have been completed. Around 6 homes are coming up. My model is almost to complete. We have a cute little office here, where we host people, where we give them as best knowledge as we can provide, on the project. We give them the slides. Our material room is here. They can touch and feel what they are experiencing in their homes out there. And I have full focus. Normally, you see, I'm sure you visited a lot of projects, when we are starting in the initial stage of the property, there's just 10% of parcel is being on construction, right? That's how the typical projects run in Bangalore. Whereas if you could come experience here, my end-to-end construction is happening, right? We are spread across. There are more than 100 labor team living in this project every day for taking care on the each part of work out there. So it's full freshly going on. Active work, active people around. It's a lot to see out here. It's a lot to experience out here.
When can one expect to get this property by their own? When is the possession?
We are looking for the whole project completion around 2026 December. That's next year December. And individual units delivery would be 1 year from the booking date. So it's 12 months from the booking date because we have a lot of customizing options here. I leave you to customize your landscape. I leave you to customize your internal walls. When all these is freezed and booked, that day, 12 months, you get your keys.
Wow, that is great to hear.
Yeah.
So you can select your own landscape. You can select your own options on how your property should look, how your econ should look. That's really amazing.
This is gonna, you are the owners of it. It's a freehold property. I don't want to hit you with, I don't want to give you plant something here. No, name me, you have it. You have best of everything.
Experience liberty and nature in its full glory at Montebello in a curated and a secluded manner.
Hi, Mr. Vaibhav Goel is on with us. He's bought one of a unit in Montebello. Hello, sir.
Hello, hi.
So you've been, extremely done good in very less age. You have done. What do you think Montebello added into your life, and how is this type?
Right, so basically what I was looking for was like some place of my own, but outside of the city hustle bustle, right? And I guess like Montebello is like perfectly located, at least for my needs. Like it has a good environment, like lots of fruits, lots of trees, and like a nice location with a good hill view. And I really enjoy the ride to Montebello, right? So yeah, I guess like that's
right
from there.
Wonderful. And how's the sales team? How's the experience with people around in Montebello, the family and everything?
And yeah, to be honest, like I didn't expect such a good experience, but I've been blown away. Like, well, all thanks to you. Like you've been all very responsive to all my queries, like whatever. And special thanks to John and Jonathan as well. Like they have been very attentive towards all my needs. Like they've always been, I don't know, like they've always taken an effort to resolve all my queries. And yeah, I guess that's primarily the most important thing for me, right? Like as long as all of us are on the same page and we are working towards the same goal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's, we're pleasure to hear that also. Yeah. One other thing, how do you feel about the title documents of the land parcel, the clarity on the legal part? I'm sure you've done your due diligence, you've spoken to your lawyers.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, when we had started the whole process, so I basically asked you for all the legal documents. So we got that on time. I had my own team of lawyers look at it, and they came back saying that, hey, the title was clear, like we had no issues with it and so on. And we also had like a broker in between, like I came through White Puppies, right? So they also had done their own due diligence on part of that. So that was probably one of the more comforting factors for me as well, right? So yeah, I mean, now that it's all done, like, yeah.
I'm blessed with that. Yep. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was good. Thank you for your trade experience.
How do you fare against all the other offerings in the area? Because Doddaballapur right now has more offerings than Devanahalli compared. So how do you think you place yourself there?
See, Farhan, I am very much confident and happy to say about this that we are into the most reasonable, the most, fairly priced in this particular location than the projects around me. And what we are trying to present in the market and what we are getting has a very minimal thing into it, because this should be a goodwill making project. This will be a standard setting property, right? I'm a little less focused on finance making in this particular project. I'm more focused on making a goodwill, making a presentation, making a presence in the whole market.
This is your flagship.
It is. And all of this is happening because of our roots down in this particular locality and area, right? Normally, a far off constructions, remote constructions are always expensive than the regular construction, right? Whereas we have got a formula where we have cracked. So we have our roots so present in this project. We have got it, we've got all the labors around in-house, you've got all the equipments around, because this is our ilaka, this is our location altogether, right? Every development we have done in Gorebinnu, Thondebavi, Doddaballapur, this is the vicinity where we are present in. So everything what you see, the workers, the manufacturing, everything is being in-housed. Hence, I manage and could provide the price what I am offering today. That's the whole back where we have.
All the cost that was saved is relayed on to the clients.
That's what they get. The first Montebello hits. Yep.
That's really amazing to hear. And with this, we come to a close. Please reach out to us soon. We have very limited inventory, just 15 more plots left in the phase 1 for you to buy from. Come on at Montebello.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.